Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the next 10 days. It is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. Okay, so for this one, we're going to pull a couple of the Wisdom of the Oracle cards, and then we're going to do a 9-card spread. So if you are returning, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. I am available for personal readings, so if you'd like one of those, the information's in the description box below. All right, so let's get an idea of what's going on with you guys. Okay, can you guys hold on one second? This is hilarious. I actually have a cat scratching at the door, and I don't want to stop your video, so hold on one second. What is your problem? This is a good sign. So if you guys have been with me, you know that there are several cats, and sometimes they show up in the video. So the white one's coming in to show up, which is good, because that to me is angelic energy, which I think is amazing. So somebody's around you, someone that you loved. You may have lost somebody recently, and you're wondering if that's their energy you feel around you. Yes, it is. So let's try this one more time. She's right behind me. She may try to walk on the table, so I apologize, guys. Look at that. And then co-create comes out. So that is you co-creating with the universe, loved ones, ancestors, whoever it is that you feel in your energy right now. You may be really focused on feeling that. I just feel like there's a sense of maybe you've been really sensitive lately, and all of a sudden you're feeling more than you usually do, or you're seeing more signs than you usually do. That's what it feels like. And I just shuffled these. This came out for Leo too. So this could be happening a lot. Round and round. I don't feel like it's the same energy for you that it was for them. It feels like this may be your mind. I don't know that this is a situation. It may just be that you have a little bit of monkey brain right now, and you can't stop the overthinking. And sometimes you don't know which direction to go. That's why they're saying focus on co-creating. In other words, slow down. You don't have to meditate if you don't feel like sitting still and meditating. They're just basically saying, really listen to us, because we're trying to guide you, especially somebody who's really close to you. This is going to be like I just heard there's an aunt or a grandmother figure that's going to be, this is very specific. So for those of you that have somebody that's passed, you'll know, because if it pops up and you go, oh my God, I was so close to my aunt and I had a feeling, you'll know that that message was for you. All right, so that's what they're saying. Don't keep going round and round. Pay attention to what we're showing you. We're trying to work with you so that you know the next step to take. So you may be questioning yourself a little bit as well. All right, this is for Sagittarius. And I can tell you she's hovering over the back of my neck, which means whoever this is for you doesn't leave you alone. They hover. Yeah, and there's your Queen of Wands. There's your fiery energy. There you are. You've got everything that it takes. Don't question yourself. Don't doubt yourself. You know what the next step is. It's being shown to you. So if you're questioning yourself right now, they're saying get out of that energy and get back into your natural Queen of Wands. That fiery, passionate, you know exactly what to do, even if you get scrambled sometimes. This may just be a moment of feeling stuck. It could be because you've been dealing with somebody who's a little bit immature, masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. Page of Wands in reverse, you're looking at them like, I just, hands thrown up. I can't deal with this. This is going to be a really sensitive thing, but some of you may have lost someone in your life that was younger, and it may have been a younger male. So I apologize to those of you that hits a sensitive spot. This person wants to come through. I am a medium, so I do pick up on energies, and when they have an opportunity to come through, even if it's in a general YouTube reading, they'll pop up. So for those of you that are missing this person, it could have been someone that you lost when you were in high school as a child, a childhood friend. That person is with you. So this must have happened for several of you, because it's coming through really strongly, and there's like this group of energies that seem to want to come together in your reading and say that they're with you as well. A lot of people surrounding you. All right, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So at times, if you lost somebody, it could have created some kind of a sense of instability in your life at the time, and they just want you to be aware that they understand that, but they want you to get back up on your feet and know that you are the boss and you can take charge of any situation. You're one of the strongest signs in the zodiac. You guys, no matter what, you just don't stop. It's fascinating to me, the energy that you guys have. So don't doubt yourself, please. You know, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse can be about doubt. It can also be if somebody's in your surroundings that creates that, like an energy that's a little bit immature. It could be difficult. You could also just have a child that is unmotivated. Several different messages there. All right, so that's what they're saying to walk away from, is that particular energy. Because when you do, that's when the magic happens. So the Ten of Pentacles right in the center of your reading. And there we go. And then your King of Wands, there you are with the perfect pair. Incredible energy. Now, the Lovers is in reverse. So there's something that you've had to walk away from. You have finally, wow, this is a lot of energy. Hang on, I'm going to put these out and then we're going to talk about it. And then the Sun. So there's so much happiness for you that's coming on the other side of whatever this feeling is. You may have already gotten to this point and realized, I've had to open up and really listen, because as soon as I stop focusing on something that is either emotional or difficult, or even if you've had to break up with someone or lost someone in the past, and that was creating a lot of emotional overwhelm, this feels like leaving some of the burdens of those emotions from this past situation in the past, and just remember who you are. That's all they're asking you to do with this, is to remember exactly who you are and what you are capable of doing. Now, in some cases, it may be that they're also saying just leave emotions out of this particular creation, whatever it is that you're trying to make happen. They want you to focus on how this is going to create the abundance that you desire. So anything that's causing any problems, if there were issues where, you know, you felt like people abandon you, or every time you'd get to a place, something would come out from underneath you. In other words, you get to finally feeling like you've reached a certain goal, and then you may feel like, ugh, but then something else goes wrong. But they don't want you to focus on that so much, because no matter what, 5 steps forward, 4 steps back, you're still 1 step forward. So try not to focus on the things that haven't happened or have left your life. In other words, whether it be a relationship or something with a work situation that you've had to separate yourself from, the energy is so important to focus on. Like I said, you could be dealing with somebody really immature at your work situation, and you just need to walk away from it. Abandon the situation is what they're saying, because what matters, the focus, is the Ten of Pentacles. So it's keeping your eye on the prize. This could also be you wanting somebody who has the kind of stability that you do in a relationship, and you've dealt with people in the past that just didn't, that were unmotivated and difficult, and they're saying to go ahead and, you know, if you can get away from those types of relationships, you're going to be shifting your energy. So they want you to focus on what it's going to take to not repeat maybe a pattern of attracting somebody that isn't as stable as you are, masculine or feminine, because I know a lot of Sagittarian women are extremely successful on their own. And it can be difficult when you get somebody in your life that you love, but they just aren't motivated the way that you are. Let's go down the line. So that's what I feel to do really quickly. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Wands, and then the Knight of Wands in reverse. Now, there's a couple different scenarios I want to say. One is you could have been dealing with somebody who had some narcissistic tendencies. They had a tendency to poke and prod. The King of Wands can be someone who's extremely passionate, yes, but they can also at times, especially in my other deck, have some tendencies that are not so pleasant, which could have created, you know, that feeling of, you know, questioning your self-worth, or maybe you questioned how you felt about the way you look, things like that that may have popped up. And this person is just not someone who gives really deeply into a relationship. So they may see you as someone who's attractive, and maybe they want to go after that part of it, but not necessarily with this immaturity, someone who settles down. It could just be that there's a lot of fire and passion. Nothing wrong with that, especially with you showing up as the Queen of Wands, as long as it doesn't create any kind of insecurities or problems, I'm going to say, these two people are facing each other. If they had their backs to each other, I'd say it wasn't right. But the way they laid out in the spread, these are two people that have a lot of passion. This person just doesn't seem to always do the right things. Let's put it that way. It's like they can show up for some, but they don't always show up for things that might be important. So if this is happening for you now and you realize, yeah, I know who that person is, that's about all they're going to be good for. I don't know that this is someone you're going to end up necessarily being a power couple with. You may, if you know that this is somebody who also focuses their attention on their finances and they are as stable as you are. So you're going to have two different scenarios. Some of you may have found somebody finally that seems to match your both passion, energy, physically, and attraction, and then also has stability in their life, meaning they have a stable job. They're not somebody who's unmotivated. So you may also be dealing with a fire sign, another Sag, Aries, or a Leo. Now, you also have a lot of Pentacles, so you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini energy is here, and a little bit of water, not as much. The only thing I don't have right now is air. So really, with the bottom of the deck being the sun, this is all about you, and we're all supposed to be focused on our happiness, but sometimes we, get a little sidetracked and we start focusing on other people. But this is really just saying that overall, things seem to be looking up and they want you to hold on to that feeling. So whatever's, coming up that might need to be healed or dealt with, just know, they also just said, those people that may be on your mind that I mentioned in the beginning of the reading, just know that they're really happy and they're really happy for you. I don't advertise my mediumship readings, but if somebody does want to connect to somebody that they've lost, I do that and I do it well. So if you guys are interested, just know that I do that along with the psychic readings and tarot. All right. So didn't want to try to sell myself. I just want people to know that opportunity is there, because there's not everybody that reads on YouTube is also a medium. Okay, let's look at the clarifiers for you with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands. This is for Sagittarius, and then we'll get some advice for you as well at the end. All right, so there's the Sun in reverse. So there may have been a time when you were questioning, is this really making me happy? So if you were dealing with somebody who's unmotivated and difficult and sucked you dry, it's time to move past that, to walk away from that energy. Yeah, Page of Cups, also emotionally immature. And then the Two of Swords, you made a decision about that. I don't think we need to go too much further. And look at this. So when you do, if you have not released this person and you're dealing with who I'm talking about, when you do, that's when things start to turn around. It's when we release and learn the lesson. So this could have been something that had happened repeatedly where you thought somebody was great, or there was some attributes that they had that you really liked, and then all of a sudden they started to act like this, and you're like, wait, this is a repeat of the same thing I've been dealing with. So once you've learned that particular lesson, that's when things start to turn around. The Wheel of Fortune is, yes, things are going to work out for you better financially. Your focus is going to be better when you don't have somebody pulling at you that stops you from being able to open up to receive the messages that Spirit's trying to give you. And then we have the Emperor. So this is you taking back control of your life. If this person had disrupted things, I feel like no matter what, you're going to just kind of allow people to walk out because you're taking that control back. I mean, really powerful, powerful cards for you guys. That is, I think the Emperor's Aries energy. And then we have the Hierophant in reverse. So at times you may doubt that things could get better, or maybe you've had a string of difficult relationships and now this amazing, really powerful person shows up in your life and you're like, I don't know if I can trust this. I feel like you can. I think for those of you that meet this other half, the other King of Wands, or the King of Wands or Queen, whatever, the person that matches you, you're going to realize how powerful this can make you feel. So they don't want you to doubt what's going on. All right, that's that part. Now, just a couple more cards and then we'll get your advice. Now, the Magician in reverse. So at times you may have felt like you couldn't get past, even though you were trying really hard to manifest this, you needed to close the door. and just get on with your life, because it didn't seem like this person was going to really bring much to the table. So let's put them in the past, because you've got such beautiful things coming, or you may already be experiencing that. Yeah, the Ten of Swords is, when you're done, you're done. And in reverse, it could say at times you weren't 100% sure, and then you had to, like, one more, I hate to say this, but one more stab before you finally just cut it off. All right. And then we've got the Eight of Pentacles, right? So that's just Spirit saying, we know that you don't want to feel like a fool in reverse and make the same decision or choices, sorry, over and over again. So this is just saying, don't worry about that. Where you've had disappointments in the past and things hadn't worked out the way you had hoped, they just want you to keep focused and keep working on doing it. Don't put your energies into things that don't seem to bring the balance that you desire or aren't exactly what you've been hoping for. Yes, there can be some things, if you make a list about what your expectations are. Do they always end up exactly the way we expect? Not always, but they can meet a good portion of our expectations if we just focus on that. In this case, you guys are always focusing, it seems like, on your Pentacles. So working really hard, putting your energy into that, and allowing Spirit to come through you and show you whatever the next step is, whether it be where you're going to meet your next partner, somebody's coming to visit and wants to say hello, or needing to shift that relationship that just wasn't working anymore. All right, let's see what your advice is for the next 10 days. This is for Sagittarius, please. Knight of Pentacles. Take your time and don't feel like you have to get everything done yesteryear, because no matter what, things are going to continue to move forward. They're just saying they want you to be methodical about it. Okay, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. So at times where you feel like you don't have the support that you need, just know that that's actually not the case. This could be a situation where they're saying you just need to work alone. Maybe not working with other people and not focusing so much on collaborations or doing deals like that. It could be a more singular focus, and I think that's what they're trying to show you. And then the Moon, because there's some things that are going to be revealed to you, and they want you to be able to see that when it happens. So pay attention at the moon cycles, what new things come up for you, and also setting your new intentions is going to be important. So grab your journals, write things down. I do think it's going to be more of an individual situation for those of you that know what I'm talking about. If you're in business for yourself or you work really hard and sometimes you have to collaborate, I feel like in this case they're saying just wait, because some things are going to be revealed to you, and I think you're going to be working more individually versus working in a team type setting. All right, guys, I hope that helped. Thank you so much again for all of your support, your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you'd like the personal reading, the information is in the description box. Hope you have an amazing 10 days, and I'll see you in the next one. Lots of love. Take care. Bye.